Hey Spyro, do you want to hear a joke about mice? Sure. Nah, never mind. You'd think it's too cheesy. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Slavic here, but you can call me M, and today, the M stands for mouse joke. Parentheses, bad. So, last episode, we finished off the Dreamweavers, and it was the second time I had to record that video, and there was about a year gap between because I had a video corruption, as I talked about before. This is now the second time I'm recording this video this morning, because I looked down about halfway through the video and saw that normally where the Elgato recording device shows that it has a timer running, or it's how much you recorded, it was just sitting at 0. But the recording button was still spinning, so I was like, you know what, it's probably fine. You know, it's probably recording, and I'll just have to see what it looks like in the end. This was not the case. There was no recording to be had here. So, I am back on the alternative account, the second account that I just got up to speed, because I collected everything. So, let's begin. Again! Starting off with Delvin.
Hey, didn't I already free you?
You're in Nasty's world now, Spyro. And you are the dragon that must defeat him.
Bring him on! I'm ready!
Reach the exit in each of Nasty's lands. Then you can challenge the GNORC himself.
Alright, so here's the two gimmicks of this world. Well, 3 really. The first is not really an overworld. As you can tell, it's going to take us a long time in order to collect all of these gems. It's a huge, sprawling, open world environment. Second, all the dragons that we're going to see in this world are reused from earlier levels. And third, we have to complete every level. We actually have to get to the exit point and leave via the exit in order to open up each of these dragon heads. You may recognize these dragon heads from the first world, the Artisan's homeworld, as they're what locked Toasty behind, the only other boss who had requirements to get to him besides Nasty Lord. So as you can see, we're just gonna run around, not talk to this. Oh, that's why I talked to him. I fell in the water. Oh, and we're gonna do it this time too. Okay, some things never change. I kill these little ratties. Get a life? Oh, I had like 7 lives on my real account when I started because of treetops, and I did not do treetops on this test account, so I have 21 lives, which feels much better. So Nasty's GNORC is sort of like an industrial port. It was kind of a popular thing in like the 90s, you know, late 80s, early 90s, to late 90s, I guess, to have your bosses like be super industrial. I feel like that was a thing in Donkey Kong, that was a thing here. You just love your enemies to be industrious. And I think it gives it like a sense of realism. I'm not trying to make this into an environmental thing, but just they have industries. They're making money through some things that they can hire all these goons and GNORCs and what have you to do their bidding. GNORC Cove here is very directly part of Nasty GNORC's oil tyrant industry, where he runs all the oil out of, I assume, Siberia. Give me 1 second. Let's load into the level first. Okay. Oh yeah, do you see that star map? See the star patterns up there? We're definitely in Siberia. Where Nasty runs out his oil company. Alright, so this level is like just platforming. It's just Donkey Kong the level. Except Mario can't headbutt barrels and send them backwards, which would have made Donkey Kong a more fun game, I think. Because this is what Mario's head was built for, but he's leaving money on the table, leaving money on the head table. This is a very explodey barrel level. So all of the puzzles, quote unquote, I mean it's Spyro, so it's not like there's puzzles. You're gonna just solve by exploding things, which I'm fine with. Here, be gentle so you don't fall into the grape juice. I fell into the grape juice about a thousand times in the failed recording. And by failed recording, I mean no recording, because I did not actually record anything except audio. Which is okay. I'm warmed up now, I guess. So I just have to remember everything I talked about, right? Again, we have these cool metal enemies. There's a lot of ways you can deal with them. Charging is not one, but flaming works because you blow up their armor, and you can proceed to either blow them up or just, sorry, I meant burn them up or blow them up with the barrel like I just did. Okay. We're going to hop, skip, and jump over here and blow that chest over there up. As like I said, all the puzzles in this are explosion based. And I think Nasty's world is like fine. It's not very magical, which I guess is the point. It's not supposed to be magical, unlike the rest of the game. It gives a good contrast, but it also makes it feel kind of bland. You know, it's not the same kind of... Sorry, I had to cough, I'm back. It's not the same mystical sense that you get from the rest of the game, where you're like globe-trotting across this magical dragon world. It's just, you're here, in a port, there's a lot of barrels and Latif's here.
Keep up the good work, Spyro. I expect Nasty's really starting to worry about you.
I'd be shaking in my GNORC boots if I were him.
Thanks, Latif. He really adds to the industrial atmosphere here. Oh, and we can glide across there if we want. Alright, so we're going to burn you. Oh, you didn't have armor on. Okay. That worked out then. Up here. I kind of did this section in a weird direction, but I'm playing with the experience of I just did this whole level about 20-30 minutes ago. And it clearly helped. I should probably just practice games before playing them, like immediately before playing them, and I have an actual practice file, but ain't got time for that. I actually am not recording this directly after the... Freaked out. I saw my recording. I thought it went down to 1 minute on my recording, and I thought something went wrong again. We're fine. We're at 7 minutes. Everything is a-okay. But I'm not recording this in the same, as I talked about binge recording. I did not binge record after the last episode. That was yesterday. This is today. I think I found a good rhythm for doing daily uploads and daily recordings, as opposed to recording 7 episodes in a row and then editing them throughout the week and then stopping. I think keeping it consistent is going to help just making content consistently. Hence the word consistent. But yeah, I'm trying a new capture card. And the capture card seems to have been a little funky with how it's like to play, but I think it's all good now. First thing it did when I set up the new drivers for the new capture card is it blue screened my computer, which was ominous. And the second thing it did was not record, and then it stopped channeling audio through the HDMI cables, so I didn't have audio right before recording this, which got me nervous. But everything is a-okay now. As far as I know at this time, there are no issues. I'm not gonna let tech issues hold me back any further. I am way too average. Let that stop me. I was gonna say mediocre, but that made it sound like bad. I'm better than mediocre, I'd say. I'm basically a professional at this, except I'm not monetized. I don't have money from this. I'm a professional in that I'm losing money for this. Blow these guys up. Gems. And go through here. Pop, 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 pop. So, one thing that I think has weirdly held me back in Let's Play is I always make tons of plans. I have like documents. I always did it in school. I'd write down like all these plans. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this while doing this, etc, etc, etc. And I think doing that puts like a pressure on me, like, oh, I have to do this, you know, I'm only playing through Spyro, so I can go Let's Play whatever game afterwards. And it makes it less fun. So right now, while I'm obviously approaching the end of this game and thinking about things to do with the future, I'm worrying less and less about concrete plans. So we're just gonna play things by ear. I've got a couple of ideas. We'll just see how it goes. We're gonna talk to Thomas.
Wow, I never thought I'd be rescued, especially by such a little dragon. What I mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe.
And unfortunately, as good of an actor as Tom Kenny is, the original Spyro's voice actors, you gotta believe, was a million times better. I am sorry, Tom Kenny. He was great with Spyro. It was the, I think, correct choice to switch over in the second game to Tom Kenny, because He is charismatic, he is fun, he's the perfect cartoon voice actor. But just in this one instance, that one cutscene, I'm like... Well, actually, I've talked about it before. The delivery in this game specifically had such a feel to it with the old voice actor. And Tom Kenny doesn't capture that. He doesn't need to, because he's Tom Kenny, but... we miss out on certain things. You know, it's worth going back and playing through or watching through the original Spyro. Probably not on my channel because it's not complete. Just so you can get that, you know, that 90s edgy, I'm Spyro the Dragon! You know, very Sonic, very Crash Bandicoot of him. Although I don't know if Spyro or Crash Bandicoot came out first. Good question. Thank you. You're welcome. Alright. So we got a branching path here. So we got this key, first of all, and I found out something pretty buck wild about this key. Once we blow up these fireworks, bop, and bop. So the key obviously goes to this locked chest. But do you just want an extra key that you can't do anything with? Then just blow. Whoopsie. Wait, what? If you enter look mode, you get squeezed out of the barrel. Huh. That's... I wonder why. I guess the camera's a physical object. Okay, but you can also just blow this up. I don't know why they would set that up when there's a key. I don't know. I don't know, but you get an extra key apparently. It's insane. I'm doing a lot better this time around too, so maybe the failed recording was a positive note. Also, be very careful about flaming those guys. It's best to burn them or explode them with the barrels from a distance because they will edgeguard you, like straight up knock you out of the sky. And it's not very fun. You just die immediately. What? Okay, or you edgeguard yourself. That works too, I suppose. Speaking of future plans, though, and edgeguarding, something I do want to come back to is Smash speculation. Now that we're fast approaching the last character in Smash Brothers, possibly ever, I'd like to think not ever. Never got a gem. I'm glad I died then. That would have been annoying to find. But now that we're fast approaching the last character in Smash Brothers, there is no time to waste before wild speculation on the future of the series, of course. Kind of a tongue-in-cheek joke, but it's no lie to say that my Smash Brothers content, my rosters and stuff, have been definitely my most viewed content on my channel. So I'd like to get back to that for cheap views, but also because now I have a better microphone, webcam, and editing equipment, and capturing equipment. Ooh. Now come on. Now come on. So I can make more than just still images set to music, which got insane amounts of views. Smash 4 speculation was absolutely wild, gang. It was the easiest way to get views on YouTube, I swear. So many. One of my videos is like 30,000 views out of nowhere. It's not even my best roster, I don't think. It's just a good way to get views. It's something that people just want to look at. You know, you see a bunch of character art arranged, you're like, yeah, I like Smash Brothers. I like characters. This is good. Okay. I need to focus up here, because I keep dying stupidly. Thankfully I have the lives for it. Not that there's really a... That just bounced off the ceiling, which I've never seen before. Okay. Top of your jump, highest Y, etc., etc. Should only need one yellow gem up here. Yeah. Alright. And we're done with GNORC Cove. But now that I have all this equipment and programs and stuff, I want to actually put all these skills to use and make, like, in-depth Smash Brothers videos talking about, you know, movesets and have videos spliced in and do face reveals, even though my face has been on my channel like 3 times already. But regardless, that's one plan I do plan on pursuing. That is my plan. Plan. How many times can you say plan? I don't know, 1,000,000? Plan. Stop sounding like a word. Got a lot of gems from here, but we're still gonna be missing 75 gems. Yeah, I remembered. And a dragon. Where's the dragon hiding? Where is he? Just kidding. Alright, we're going into I didn't look at what this was. And I just played the level. I don't remember what it's called. I think this is GNORC Harbor. Twilight Harbor. That's right. And speaking of Smash Brothers, the first I saw in middle school, I really liked Twilight. Actually, in elementary school, 6th grade, I think, is when I read the first Twilight book because I made my Halloween costume, Edward Cullen. Oh, jeez. Okay, this is what I get for talking about Twilight. I made my Halloween costume, Edward Cullen, based on a promotional bookmark for the movie, which hadn't come out yet. Of course, nobody knew who I was. I was just like a sparkly, pale person wearing like a sweater. It wasn't really anything. But I went to the midnight premiere of Twilight with my middle school when the movie finally came out. And after watching that, I was like obsessed with the idea of Edward Cullen being in Smash Brothers. I was like, he could be so cool, he'd be so fast, oh my god, he could do like punches and kicks and be a vampire. I guess he'd be like Captain Falcon. That's the closest character I can think of to what I'm describing, but yeah, he'd be the new Captain Falcon. Captain Cullen. I kind of want to rewatch Twilight, actually. I never watched the other movies. I did read all the books. My mom and I both were, and my sister, we were all obsessed with them. I've always been Team Edward or Team Jacob.
Thank you for rescuing me.
I mean, the first Twilight's just iconic. Like, as bad as the narrative is, you just can't argue with it. The baseball scene, the soundtrack, just perfection. Well, it's not really perfection. A lot of issues with it. At least the first movie doesn't have a werewolf imprinting on a baby, because it's just fucked up. We don't have to talk about that. We're here to talk about Spyro. And I refuse to talk about Spyro. I do want to show a little trick, these mice, these rats. Because sometimes in these games, the fodder behaves abnormally, and they got really slidey, and they like to just rotate around you. I don't know why it's like, they seem to follow me too. No, they don't. Okay, well. Also, I kind of lied. Last episode, I said this was that the Lofty Castle had the last supercharged section of the game. This was a lie. We're gonna talk to Cletus. He's from the swamp. You may remember him.
Be on the lookout for GNORC Commandos, Spyro.
They better be on the lookout for me.
We actually get a name drop. These are the GNORC Commandos, now streaming on NBC. Catch them live Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights at 1:30 in the morning. The GNORC Commandos. So we have one more supercharged section. This one's really easy though, so it's why I always forget. It doesn't even really utilize the supercharge that much. Uh-oh. I should stop charging. Okay. I missed where I was supposed to go. Anyways, like I was saying, this is really easy and you can't possibly mess it up unless you're me. I did it perfect last time though. Thanks, failed recording. Oh, it's fine. Go back. Going to get it. Bam. But there's one more section to this supercharge, and then I promise we are done with supercharge. I really like having this binaural microphone too. It's like, do something. Another thing I'd be interested in trying is ASMR videos. I personally listen to a lot of ASMR. Like, dangerously high amount. 1 second, I'm checking the gain on my mic. Okay, we should be good. Yeah, I listen to a dangerously high amount of... I listen to a dangerously high amount of ASMR. So I'm checking on my audio settings. Because my peaks look really low on Audacity, but everything's the same. Anyways, you just jump off this ramp. I watch a lot of ASMR videos. I think it would be a fun content to create in if I could. I got a webcam and everything. I just need like lighting and a green screen, so I can chroma key. I can do some like sick role plays. I really do enjoy ASMR as an art form, and as a comedy form, and as a relaxation form. It's definitely memed on a lot, and I meme on it, but you can't deny it's kind of relaxing, even if it can be uncomfortable sometimes. So yeah, now we are done with supercharging this game, and I'm done. Okay, calm down. That was a little ridiculous. Now, if this level wanted to be rude, it could have had those drawbridges, like, all over the place, and then you would have had to, like, yeah, just run right into that. It's a great way to play. Stop! The knockback on these is insane! These nerf GNORC commandos. Too polarizing. It was another Smash Brothers joke. My entire life was Smash Brothers. For someone who has, like, 2 Brawl videos recorded on a camcorder from, like, 2012 with my old friend. If you'd like to check that out, don't. It's not on my channel. I don't think I've ever actually talked about it on my channel, but it used to be part of, like, a little YouTube group with my friends called the Shotgun Doctors. Never really quite panned out, but it was a fun experiment. It would have helped if anyone was capable of, you know, recording besides just one person, because there was not a lot of content to be had. Like I said, there's still videos up there, but I wouldn't recommend checking them out because they're not great. Well, mine aren't great. I don't know about everyone else's. We're at the end of the level now. Go ahead and bash open these chests. Going to grab the gold. Olympics are happening right now. Topical! Grab the gold. Oh no. Oh my god, I don't have sparks. This is the nightmare scenario. I have to find this gem all on my own just after talking about how you can use sparks to find gems. Unless I find a rat. Maybe I'll find a rat. Here, ready. I need a rat or a golden gem. Either will do. I said either, not neither. This one up here. This one down here. Can I miss a gem? Oh, that's a... Hold on. I do want to look at that. Of course, the camera controls are only half inverted, so it makes this a little... it's a really cool lighthouse. I almost called it a flashlight. That's not correct. What is up here? Where am I? Hold on, I got super mixed up, turned upside down. I'd like to tell you a story. Sit right there. Tell you how I found these rats in my hair. Okay. Show me the way. Sparky. That's not the way. Okay. Alright. Ah! Thank you! Like I said, Sparks, that ability of Sparks is a lifesaver. I do wish it was in the original game because retrekking through all these levels and looking through every single nook and cranny and going through the hard platforming sections just to see if you missed something by accident is kind of annoying. It is one problem I have with Spyro. But Sparks pointing out where they are is good, and it is balanced by the fact that you need Sparks alive, as we just saw, to use that feature. Otherwise, no, you don't get it. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and just meet you at the exit. And we're here at the exit, so I'm just gonna hop on, return home. And look at those clouds. I didn't mention them this time around. Those clouds like simultaneously look super cool the way they're moving, and like super bad in the way that they look like globs of gel and not like clouds at all. But I digress. It is not as cool as the lofty castle 2 moons that I struggled to look at. Alright, thanks Twilight Harbor. And that opens this. That's right. Got the rest of the gems. Leaves us nice and prepared. Wait, we're not prepared. Bam. Oh, an extra life too. The rats want us to win. Next episode, we're going against the big man himself. Next episode's the finale. We're taking down Nasty GNORC. There's not a force on heaven or earth that can stop me. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Dr. Slavic, and I've been Dr. Slavic. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and go ahead and leave for me in the comments your favorite mouse-based joke. Thank you, and goodbye.